My name is LaRee Jones, and today I'm going to be interviewing my grandma, LaRee Jones. We have a picture of you in a 4-H dress. It looks like you sewed it. Can you tell me about that?
Oh, this is the most interesting. It's how I really became involved in 4-H. It was back when I was 14 years old. It was 1951. Okay. My mother's cousin's wife came and Rowing said, "I want you to be in my 4-H club." And so I said, "Well, who's in your 4-H club and what is 4-H?" There were all these girls in town that were my age, and they were doing sewing, and their patterns and their fabric was wonderful. I had to do phase 1 of 4-H, which was learn how to darn a stocking and learn how to mend a tear. Well, I got that mending done and everything, and then I could get some fabric and a pattern, and I could sew an apron and a dress.
What was your favorite 4-H project?
Entomology, study of insects. It all started was that there was a bug on the sidewalk at one time, and all of the kids were running over to see this insect. And I noticed your dad, and he was 8 years old, and he was kind of stepping back, and I thought, no way is he going to pick up that insect, and I'm not either, but boys have to be able to pick up insects. So I decided that I would go down to the extension office and see what I could find. All the boys that were that age, that were interested, made them all butterfly nets, and we all went out into the field by the Triad area, and we were out in the fields just collecting insects. The mailman came one day and caught your dad, and he said, "Hey, would you catch grasshoppers?" And your dad said, "Sure." And so he said, "Okay, I will give you a penny for every grasshopper that you can collect." Your dad collected 100 grasshoppers. The mailman was just excited, and he said, "Do you want to do that next week?" And so your dad said, "Sure." So he had a little business going on. Besides that, he was collecting all types of insects, and we were all learning about insects. It was a blast.
So what have you done as a 4-H leader?
Served on the council as well, on the 4-H council. And a lot of times I was over boy projects or up on 4-H things was that we always had a hand-churned ice cream freezer, and we always took up enough things that we could make homemade ice cream. Well, the boys would tease the girls, and the girls would tease the boys. So usually the girls would take Oreo cookies and they'd take the centers out and put toothpaste in. And they'd bring that over to the boys. And so the boys had to tease the girls. And so they would make hand-churned ice cream, but they always made it chocolate. And they'd invite the girls over to have a bowl of chocolate ice cream. And then they'd tell them afterwards, "Well, that really wasn't chocolate, that was X-Lax." So we'll be watching in the middle of the night. So those were some of the fun things we did.
How do you think 4-H has changed you as a person?
And it taught me to not be afraid that if you don't know how to do something and it takes you a while to learn, just don't give up. Just say, "Hey, I can't do this and I want to learn how to do it." And just keep at it until you achieve it.
Were there certain experiences that helped you learn all that?
Basically, when I could see in my children that there were certain things that I wish that they could do, or I think that they should improve, or I would like to see them learn for their own ability, it was easy to dovetail that into 4-H and grab their friends and say, "Let's do this." It helped develop friendship and coalition. And you know, what you do for children, you do for the parents. And a lot of those parents of kids I had would help on the council and would come to camp. And we had these things where the 4-H was really fun for the kids. And then after we got them settled down, woo! The leaders could have fun. And we did that. We built a lot of really, really close friendships.